Hello and welcome, you lovely people. 1 second, please. And today, it's the first episode of Overexposed Editing, where I go shot by shot, transition by transition, on how I make my edits. So, without further ado, let's hop in. So here's the final edit without the music, so you can actually hear the sound effects, and you kind of see the full color grading, but then I'll come back and show you my process and how I do it. So let's go. 1 second on the slurp break. So if we were to reset all of my nodes, as you know, it's quite a complicated series. So if we reset, it's looking, because we shot this on my Sony a7 Mark III, which is about an 8-year camera, but you know, it's pretty decent, alright? So we have my powergrade. This is this one here. Oh, it's just branded differently because I just accidentally chose a different still. Gimme down, which is nice. And we also a 20mm f2.8 lens, but we had a VND, so a variable neutrally density filter, and this kind of makes this really cool effect here. And then for the slow shutter, like blurry effect, as a transition, I kind of shoot between 1/8 of a second to 1/10 of a second. It kind of depends on the light, because you have to really crank up your ND filter, because there's a lot of light coming through, and I don't really want to have to change my my depth of field, so I usually keep it around f4, f5, maybe around that. So if I show you this part here, as you can see, it's very blurred. The same if we continue on, I've got another one, and it's basically me throwing my camera around. This is you find it, yeah, this one here. So as you can see, it's very blurred, but I have my subjects, and I kind of like just pan my camera around, and it's just a different way of doing stuff. I know people love to use this effect, just making sure you cut to the motion of the edit. So as I can see, there's kind of got a whoosh effect going on as well. My grading process, again, is very same because I'm shot this in the same lighting, so I don't really change it much, just shot the shot. And for the text effect behind here, I've done that all in Fusion, because I use a text plus layer, and then you just use the magic mask, or if you just use a polygon tool in DaVinci Resolve. We don't use Premiere here because that's just weird, and I used to edit Premiere and you can't color grade very well, and it's just overall really crap, because that kind of stuff you'd have to do in After Effects, and we don't want to do that, do we? Yeah, After Effects are pretty crap, so moving on. And then I kind of like, I do a bit of grain, and I've got my grain from a guy called Paddy Cartwright, and he basically is really harsh grain, but you kind of have to turn it back, because if you do too much, it gets a bit like really like, oh yeah, I've shot on a film camera, oh my god. And then it's very simple, my process, and the audio is obviously not on because you can hear the sound effects. If I were to mute that, and then you can hear my sound effects like the whoosh, and I've got them all from Ocular Sounds, which is quite good as well. And this is the first episode of Overexposed Editing. Enjoy.